Alright, what is going on, beautiful people? Hope you're having a beautiful day because I'm having a beautiful day. So guys, getting ready to go and hit a quick little leg workout, right? Quads and hamstrings. Bit of quads, bit of hamstrings. Right now they're looking pretty damn lean. So I've just been checking in with some online clients, and right now gonna go hit a leg workout. Then later on today, gonna be playing a little bit of squash, which is gonna be super duper fun. And then yes, I wanna take you through a little something, which you probably can tell from the title of this video is gonna be about. Anyway guys, today is my high carb day, right? So I've been doing carb cycling over this cut. As I'm sure you guys know if you've watched my previous videos, I've been doing a cut. So right now, high carb day, super excited. I need some carbs, yeah. My pumps have been a little bit lackluster lately, but I've been hard as a motherfucking rock. Don't take that the wrong way. Anyway, guys, gonna go hit a leg workout. Gonna be taking you through that in a voiceover style, so I'll catch you in the gym. Alright, what is going on, guys? So I'm gonna be taking you through this here leg workout. So first and foremost, right, I didn't have a whole ton of time to do this. Wasn't a little bit of a time crunch going into the workout. So the aim of it was to get in 6 overall exercises. So 3 quad focused and 3 hamstring focused. So the first quad focus exercise is going to be the leg extension. So what we are doing here is 5 total sets of 10 to 15 reps, right? Increasing the weight on each set. So the first 2 are more warm-ups, and then the preceding 3 sets are going into failure and then going into absolute failure. So the idea is you want to focus on leaning forward. The reason is this is going to place more of the tension on the upper part of the quad, which is where a lot of people are gonna be lacking in. So that is the overall plan of that. So the second quad exercise is going to be the leg press. Now this is one of my absolute favorite overall leg builders. The reason is you can kind of just forget about stabilizing and focus 100% on getting that contraction in the part that you want, right? Ideally the quad right now. So the idea is we're taking a stance that is very low down the platform, as well as having our feet closer together. Now, what you want to keep in mind is pushing very much through your heels. So as you'll see here, I'm getting a very far contraction, right? So I'm trying to go to the point where my knees almost lock out, but obviously don't want to lock them out completely because that takes tension off. We're doing 4 total sets here of 8 reps, increasing the weight each and every set until we get to a maximum set, at which point we're taking things to failure. So once you get to that 8 rep range mark, you want to then assist yourself for a few further reps, right? Taking that to absolute failure. While keeping in mind, right, I am cutting right now, so the overall goal isn't necessarily to progress, but to keep muscle mass and keep the muscles full. So the third quad exercise that we're going into is a Smith machine split lunge, right? So we're using one leg, and it's pretty much a one-legged squat, you could call it. However, we are putting a lot of the strain on the quad as well as the glute, right? This is an overall great exercise for the quad and the glute. So you want to put your heel just a little bit far in front of the actual bar path, and then you want to focus on getting a lot of knee extension and then exploding up, pushing through your heel on the drive. So we're doing 3 total sets there for 10 reps on each leg. From there, guys, going into the hamstring exercises now. So here we're doing a stiff-legged deadlift. Absolutely incredible exercise for overall hamstring development. You can really get a lot of power through here, but what I want you guys to focus on is the stretch. Yeah, you'll see I'm going down as far as humanly possible, and you really want to think about shooting your hips back. So this is all about hip extension and hip flexion. So you want to squeeze forward on the thrust and then ensure that you're getting the best stretch possible. So we're doing 5 total sets here of 8 reps, increasing the weight each and every set. Second hamstring exercise is going to be the hamstring curl. All right, so first and foremost, what we're doing is a 10-second static hold. So you squeeze down and then you hold that contraction for 10 total seconds. From there, we're going into 10 following reps, and we're doing this for 3 total sets. So a good cue here is to think about
kicking your heels as far underneath your body as humanly possible. A lot of people think about kicking their bums, but that shortens the range of motion, and we want to get the fullest range of motion possible. Final exercise is going to be a split sumo squat with your feet elevated on platforms right now. This is quite a girly exercise, I won't lie, but it is an absolute brutal one for your overall glutes as well as adductors. So it's kind of emulating a sumo deadlift. However, you're keeping your back much upright. So doing 3 sets of there for 10 to 15 reps. Then just finishing up with a little bit of calf. So I was short on time, so I did just do the standing calf raises. However, I did 6 total sets, the first 3 of which were 5 to 8 reps, and then I drop the weight and do 15 to 20 reps for a final 3 sets, really getting that burn. So you really want to be taking this extremely slow, yeah. The calves, when people train calves, they're really prone to just use their ankle flexion instead of their actual calf muscles, which is a primary reason why a lot of people can't grow their calves. It's just improper form. From there, headed into abs, just a little bit of abs, right? So I'm just doing 6 total sets of hanging leg raises. Honestly, hanging leg raises is just about all you really need. If you can do this in a really good way, and if your obliques are already pretty developed, this is going to be a pretty damn good overall ab exercise that I really recommend you guys incorporate if you haven't done so already. From there, hit a little bit of posing, looking pretty sharp, looking pretty lean. So this is post 3 low carb days, so I'm a little flat in that regard. Carbing up today though, super duper excited, which I'm going to get to later on in this video. So without further ado, let's get back into the video.
Oh, you're in a bit of an angle there. All right, what is crackle jacking? So damn hungry. So I've got 100 grams of cereal with a cup of almond milk and 20 grams of honey because yes, I'm trying to get some carbs in. As I said before, it's a high carb day, which I'm extremely excited about. I also had a cup of egg whites because I'm a bit of a savage. I don't really like to cook it, I just drink it. Tani does not approve of that though, do you?
Really gross.
Really gross. The plan is right now, we're gonna go and get a coffee after I eat this, and then we're gonna go play squash. Yeah, it's about it. Feeling really good, looking pretty damn good, looking hard and dry, but I need to fill up the muscles with the glycogen. So I look much bigger, much better, much fuller, much drier, much. So yeah, gonna eat this and then get a coffee. Ooh, parking here is quite the task. Tani was driving and I feel very bad because she's not the best driver in the world.
I did it.
Who's got cooler shoes? The all white Ultra Boost or the pink NMDs? What do you reckon? I'm gonna have to say her NMDs, unfortunately, because they're pretty damn cool. But mine are still pretty damn cool. Pretty damn comfy. So I went with the warm. Why not? Bit of warmth. I haven't had one of these in so long. Been going with the iced coffees. Tani got a mocha. Delish. We're just here. Tani's shopping her life away. Shop. Gotta say, it's pretty good lighting in here. Not bad. I'm hungry. Real hungry, so I'm gonna get some food. Oh yeah, all right, it's feasting time. All right, so we just got a whole plethora of carbohydrates, yes. So right now, I'm eating 500 carbs. So yeah, a lot of carbs will go down right now. And then later on, I'm gonna be having more fats as well as carbs. So we got a big bowl of oats, right? 100 grams of oats, gonna put some blueberries, banana, and there's also 100 mils of egg whites in there. And then also gonna have some rice cakes with some honey on top. So I'm gonna get that all going in here in 3, 2, 1. All right, bloody oath. All right, so also gonna put some cinnamon on the rice cakes, make it taste a little bit better, as well as the oats, of course, cinnamon on everything. All right, beautiful. I'm actually so damn hungry. So as I said before, it's 500 grams of carbs today. So preceding before, I had 3 low carb days, right? 1 was a medium and then 2 low carb days. So I'm pretty flat in terms of overall muscle fullness. But yeah, so I'm gonna get in a lot of carbs as well as I'm doing more activity. As I said, we're gonna go play squash in a little jiffy. So yeah, gotta get a little bit more carbs in anyway. 500 carbs, very excited for the pumps tomorrow, yeah, chest day. Who does not like a chest pump more than anything else in the world? So yeah, that's the plan. Can I have this? Go play squash. Oh yeah, I love squash. Haven't played in a while. It's gonna be absolutely phenomenal. All right, if there's one thing I love more than squash, it's tennis, okay? The reason being is, I just love rackets. I love hitting things. It's really quite, what's the word for it, you know? aggression release, stress release. I don't know, it's fun. What's your take?
I don't know what the word is.
What's your take, babe?
I love hitting things with a ball. I love hitting a ball with things.
You make good grammar. This gym is the complete and absolute opposite to my gym, right? My gym's just straight basic, weights, barbells, dumbbells, lift, heavy stuff, get very strong. And this one has absolutely everything you could ever imagine a gym would have. Yeah, so squash courts, tennis courts, like 4 toilets. What
There's
else
a
I got?
massage place over there.
Massage place. It used to have a hairdresser.
Yeah,
didn't
it's
it?
got a spa, sauna, and
Yeah.
a Turkish, whatever it's called.
You have really good grammar.
Shut up.
You ready? Right, so the key to a good squash game, right? Limp wrist. So this is one of the better forearm workouts. Squash, tennis, all that kind of stuff. Right behind you know what. All right, so I took the first set down in spades. Feeling good going into this one, you know, I feel like I've got her on the ropes. Should be all right, should be a tough match. You know, but I think I'll persevere and bring it home for my country. So how do you think you're gonna go up against the second set after losing the first set by such a margin?
I've actually psychologically studied his game,
Yeah.
and I know what to do now.
Okay, you know what to do. What's the plan? What's the game plan?
Got a weak backhand.
Got a weak backhand.
Backhand. No more giving him these easy forehands.
I actually do. I have a weak ass backhand. You're good. Good stuff. What country are you from?
South Africa.
Why do you think so much about everything? It's like a good 2-second pause. She's not very good at improv.
Yes, I am.
You know? You're good at improv.
Probably give me an accent. No, don't actually.
All right.
Give me a
She would
situation.
struggle with this one. All right. Indian.
That's racist.
Do it. That's not racist.
Ooh, golly, golly.
What? No, that's racist. You pick an accent. Go.
I didn't want to do this.
Pick one. Irish. Really? You didn't want to do this? Play back?
Probably give me an accent. I'll
Pick
do
one.
New Zealand. Fish and chips. I go to the... No, that's... No. South African.
Yeah.
I like the Teslas. Lots. I want to go to the car park.
That's not bad.
Get my car park in the car park shopping centre.
That's not bad. But she has an unfair advantage because her family's actually from South Africa. Not fair. Do you see how racist she was then? This is rude. Bloody rude. So we're gonna get the second set on the road. See who wins. You alright? You all good? Is it alright? We alright? Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking stuff dropping your phone. Alright, so squash games get done. I don't know if that was English or not. Anyway. Wow! Alright, squash game is all finito. I've got a little bit of mustache going on here. A little bit of mustache. 2 days growth. I think I'm just finally hitting puberty at the age of 20. Finally. So yeah, we're gonna go get some food. What that food is gonna be a little bit of a surprise because I'm very picky with what I have. So anyway, we'll see you at the meal. All right, so what we're getting is a Mick Mother Effin' Burgers, right? Now, these are healthy burgers, okay? So it's a place called Grilled and they basically do healthy burgers. Yes, it's pretty much a sandwich in the form of a burger. Yeah, so it's trying to be healthy, but it's a burger. It looks like a burger, so it kind of tricks your brain, which is nice. Tips for eating out, right? Dude, my camera just went blinky on the battery, which is an absolute tragedy. I don't know how I'm gonna do this now. I have no absolutely idea. Anyway, guys, eating out, right? So when you eat out and if you're on a cut, tracking macros, the best thing to do is find somewhere that actually has that listed in MyFitnessPal. However, if you can't do that, the next best thing is to guesstimate, which I'll go over after I have this burger because this is about to die, which is incredibly, incredibly annoying.
What is going on, guys? So I just want to apologize for my camera rudely running out of battery. So I'm just going to take you guys through what I got here. Just a chicken burger. So it's bun, chicken, avocado, tomato, and lettuce. Pretty clean. Tiny got a salad. Then we also went for froyo. Honestly, froyo's my go-to cheat meal. It's pretty damn clean. If you get the fruit, it's also even cleaner.
Alright, so somehow my battery has fully restored myself, which is really weird. So as I was saying before, food, the best way to go about it is to find somewhere that actually has the macros. Then you guesstimate. So the idea is you want to have a look and kind of get used to guessing how much things are. So this, I could kind of guess how much protein, carbs, and fats are in it, and that's what it's it's all about. Now, I want to take you guys through a little bit more on specifics, right, in terms of if you're cutting or bulking, and I'll do that after I devour this. All right, guys, what is going on? So back home, as you could see there, what I ended up getting was a burger. Yes, chicken burger and a bit of froyo. Onto the topic of specifically eating out. Yeah, so eating out, what I want to take you guys through is the idea of eating out either on a bulk or on a cut. So on a bulk, first and foremost, we're going to scratch that off the list. On a bulk, really doesn't matter too much, yeah? Is you're on a bulk, you can kind of guesstimate, and it doesn't really matter if you're a little bit off here and there, because if you put on a little extra weight, it's not really gonna be detrimental to the overall process. However, when you're on a cut, it all becomes a little bit more tricky, right? So the thing about weight loss and overall cutting and longevity of that is consistency. It's a lot about building up a consistent base and get the ball rolling, yeah? So it's like a snowball effect. So while the snowball is rolling, it's hard to pick up momentum, but once it has momentum, it just shoots down. So that's the idea. You need to pick up that momentum. So having this cheat meal, and if it sets you back a little bit, right? If you put on, a kilo to 2 kilos, depending on how far you take it, you are really gonna feel that setback. However, when you're on a bulk, not so much. So when you're on that cut, what you want to do is avoid those negative side effects of eating out as much as humanly possible. So the idea behind that and the way I like to go about it, if I have no access towards the actual macronutrients of what I'm going to be eating, right, so it's not in my fitness pal, which is the most optimal thing, right? As I said before, if you can find restaurants or places to eat that have that valuable information on my fitness pal, then that's the best route to go down. It's the most accurate route to go down. However, circumstances won't always come into play. The stars won't always lie. You know, you'll go out to dinner with your family or with friends or whatever, and you won't be able to really decide where you're going to eat. So the idea is you want to guesstimate. You want to get good at looking at certain meals and kind of understanding that macronutrient breakdown that might include. So the same kind of goes for if you are bulking. Yes, bulking, you do want to guesstimate if you're tracking your macros on a bulk. However, you can be a little bit less accurate with it, right? You don't need to be on spot because, as I said before, it's not detrimental if you put on a little bit too much. However, on a cut, it's the other way around. All right, so a good way that I found to bypass all of that is one of two ways, okay? The first being is if it's premeditated, okay? So if you know that you're gonna be going out, same goes if you're going to a club or you're going out to eat, the best thing to do is to shorten the amount of calories you eat throughout the day. So when it comes time to actually go out and have that meal, then you can kind of indulge a little bit. You can have a larger meal. You don't have to worry about so much how much calories you're gonna be intaking, and you'll still be in a caloric deficit if you've shortened it to the right amount. All right, so next up, number 2, is if it's not premeditated, right? So if it's earlier in the day, if it's breakfast, lunch, whatever, if if it's within the calories and you haven't really polished off your calories yet, what you wanna do is guesstimate. So you wanna guesstimate and then you wanna overestimate. The reason is it's more than likely gonna be more calories than you think it is, okay? So the idea is places, their whole idea is to make the food taste good, not to make it fit your macros, yeah? It's to make it taste as palatable as possible. So as such, they're gonna pile on the oil, they're gonna pile on the salt, they're gonna pile on everything that makes it taste good, which is gonna, one, increase the calories, fats, and carbs mostly. So a great thing to do is to overestimate because that's more than likely gonna be more accurate. So the way to go about this is to increase each macronutrient that you guess by 10 grams. Let's say, for example, it's all 10 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein. You're gonna guesstimate it to be 20 grams of carbs, 20 grams of fat, and 20 grams of protein. Fats especially, you wanna guesstimate higher. The reason is, man, they're gonna pile on the oil and there's gonna be way more fat within the meals that you're having than you actually preconceived. Last but not least, the final piece of advice, right, is to actually get something that's light. Get like a salad with protein. So if I'm on a cut, this kind of eliminates this whole entire process. When I go out, I'm gonna get a salad and that's going to be surrounded by protein. So it's not gonna be a Caesar salad. It's not gonna be any very fat dense salad. It's mainly gonna be like a romaine salad and chicken breast, something like that, something that's light. The reason is, one, it tastes phenomenal, and two, I don't really have to worry about how many calories I'm consuming or if I'm gonna go over, because I more than likely won't, because the dish itself won't be that many calories. Now, if there is a dressing or something that's higher in fat on that salad or on whatever you're getting, you can ask to have it on the side, or you can also ask to have it taken away completely. The reason you want it on the side is because now you know how much you're getting. So then you can have half of that or a little bit of that, or just as much as you need instead of the whole entire thing. So it's gonna cut your calories in half. So guys, that is just a few tips on eating out. I hope that helps with any dilemmas that you might have in regards to actually going out and eating and also staying on track. So the key is moderation. You can go out, you can eat, but if you want to keep it within your macros and you want to stay on track and ensure that you're making that cut, making that progress, keeping that momentum high, then yeah, implement those strategies and you'll be as good as gold, yeah. But on a bulk, obviously you can be a little bit more lenient. You don't have to worry too much, whether it fits your macros or whatnot. You can kind of guesstimate, be a little bit more leverage. All right guys, anyway, I will be wrapping the video up here. Do give it a like if you did enjoy this and comment down below, right? Because I'm doing a carb cycle right now. I wanna know if you guys want me to go in depth on that and do a tutorial on how to go about doing that. So comment down below, let me know. And I'm just gonna wrap the video up here. I hope you enjoyed watching because I enjoyed making it. I'll catch you in the next one later.